Hello everyone. Today we'll solve a numerical from force vibration of single degree of freedom system. So before solving or before attempting this question, you should just go through the last lectures. Okay. So the question is the steel rigid frame supports a rotating machine which exerts a horizontal force at the girdle level of 50,000 sine 11t Newton. Assuming 4% critical damping, what is the steady state amplitude of vibration? I for the column is given and E for the column is given. Okay, so look at this figure. The figure is having two columns, and on the two columns there is a girder, and on the girder some machine is fitted which is exerting some horizontal force in the direction, and the value of this force is this. So in this question you have to find the steady state amplitude of vibration. So as it is from the force vibration chapter, so just what is the equation of motion or the equation of displacement of a force vibration? That is equal to x is equal to xc plus xp. Xc is the complementary solution and xp is the particular integral. So what is xc? Xc is equal to e to the power minus nt c1 cos root under p square minus n square into t plus c2 sin p square minus n square into t. Okay, plus f naught by k root under 1 minus eta square whole square plus 2 eta xi whole square sin omega t minus phi. Now in this part, so this is xc and this is xp and this is the x total solution. Okay, so here this part will vanish after some time because this term contains e to the power minus nt. So if time increases then this term will be vanishing, so the part which will be remaining, that will be simply this term. So what is the uh, solution after some time? That is equal to x is equal to f naught by k root under 1 minus eta square whole square plus 2 eta xi square sin omega t minus phi. Now the maximum value of this amplitude, that is this part is the steady state amplitude, this in this part is a transient. Okay, so this is the steady state as I have already said in the lectures. Okay, so the maximum value will be when sin omega t minus phi, this term will be equal to 1. So we can write x max is equal to f naught by k 1 minus eta square whole square plus 2 eta xi whole square. Okay, only this. So we have to find this x max. So to find this x max we have to understand what is f naught, what is k, what is eta and what is xi. So if you can find this f naught, k, eta and xi, we can find this x max. So this is our target. Okay, so what is f naught? F naught is from this equation, this is the force. So f naught is equal to what? How much? 50,000 Newton. Okay, now what is k and what is eta? Eta is what? Eta is equal to omega by p. So what is this omega? This omega is the uh, frequency or the rotational frequency of the force. That is the force in our derivation was f naught sine omega t. Got it? So this omega is the this omega. So and p is the angular frequency, natural angular frequency of the uh, vibration. So we have to understand, we have to find these, and then we have to find this xi. Xi is equal to n by nc or n by p. So this n by p. Now we have to find this k, eta and xi. Okay, so k is the stiffness of the columns which are connected in parallel connection. So uh, to find out the equivalent spring constant, we should understand what is the spring constant of an individual column. So for an individual column, the stiffness depends on the support condition. So uh, so the stiffness for different support condition will be as follows. So if the column or the beam is connected by two fixed end and like this, and if we displace one end, okay, by unit amount, okay, then this, what will be the stiffness? So stiffness will be in this direction 12 EI by L cube, okay, and here it is in the downward direction 12 EI L cube, and the rotational stiffness here will be 6 EI by L square. Similarly, for second condition, if one end is hinged and other end is fixed, and we displace this end by unit amount, the force needed will be in the direction, that is equal to 3 EI L cube, and here it will be in the downward direction 3 EI by L cube, and here there will be some rotational stiffness, that is 3 EI by L square. Okay, so that means these are you have to remember these two stiffness criteria. That is, when a beam or a column is fixed at both the ends and we want to displace one end by this unit amount, then force required to produce this translation or this displacement is equal to 12 EI by L cube. So this, according to the definition of the stiffness is equal to force required to produce unit displacement. So this is the stiffness here. So this will be the stiffness. Okay, similarly, when one end is fixed, other end is hinged, so to displace this end, that is this end by unit amount, this is the unit amount, so this is equal to 1.0. So to the force required will be 3 EI by L cube. So this is the stiffness when one end is fixed and other end is hinged. So you have to remember. Okay, so for this case, the column is fixed here, it is fixed, there is a girder. Okay, so stiffness, so not, it is not fixed, it is hinge. Okay, it is hinge. So stiffness of individual column will be simply 3 EI by 3 I by L cube. Okay, 3 I by L cube. So as these two columns are connected by a parallel configuration, the equivalent stiffness will be K1 plus K2, that is 2 into 3 EI by L cube. So we can find this. Okay, so if you put the value of E and I and L, so you will get stiffness is equal to 2953125 Newton per meter. Okay, now we require the eta and xi. Okay, and mass is given, so mass is equal to how much from the question, it should be given. Okay, so here it is 5000 kg. Okay, so mass is equal to 5000 kg Okay, so the natural frequency P equal root under K by M, that is you will get it like 224.3 radian per second. Okay, so what is eta? Eta, you know, eta is equal to omega by P. Now you know the omega that is given in the equation, so that is force is equal to uh, 50,000 sine 11t, so that omega is equal to how much? It is 11. Okay, and P you have got, so omega by P will be equal to 11 by 24.3, so it is equal to 0.453. Okay, so now xi, so it is mentioned, if you read the question, it is mentioned that assuming 4% critical damping, so xi is basically n by nc, so that n is basically 4%, so you can write it like this, 0.04. Okay, so now f0 or f naught is equal to 50,000 Newton. Okay, so you can directly put these values in this equation, that is what was the equation? The equation was x max is equal to f naught by k 1 minus this equation. So you have to put these values in this equation to find out the maximum displacement or steady state amplitude of vibration. Okay, so x max is equal to f naught by k 1 minus eta square plus 2 eta xi square. So this is the maximum, that's why sine omega t minus phi, that term is equal to 1. So if you put the values here, so you will get these values, 2.13 into 10 to the power minus 2 meter, and in terms of millimeter it will be 21.3 millimeter. So so this is the complete solution. kg. So we have found the steady state amplitude of vibration. Okay, so here in this question you should remember, you should understand what is steady state amplitude of vibration, and then you have to remember these two points for other numericals also, because it will be useful for other numerical when the support will be fixed. Okay, here so the support may be fixed, it may be fixed or hinged, so depending on the support condition, your stiffness will change. Okay, and you have to consider the equivalent stiffness. Okay, if there is 2 or 3 columns. Okay, so I hope you can understand this question. If you have any doubt, you can obviously discuss with me. Thank you.